Hello YouTube, it is Survivor Nomad and I'm back with another video. I am on my morning walk and I just thought about something. I was walking and I thought to myself, narcissistic abuse is like having a baby. Now, I've not had a baby before, but I've watched many women have babies, and I've talked to many women who have children. I'm from a really large family, so I've experienced a lot of being around and seeing women have babies. And one of the things that I always wondered, my mom gave birth to 10 kids, and one time I asked her, I said, how could you keep doing it? Like, how? I'm grateful and I'm thankful that you did, obviously, because I wouldn't have been born had you not. But I was just curious. Like, I've heard that it hurts so bad and it looks so painful. So I asked her, I said, how is it that you keep having these babies when it's so painful? And she said to me, each time you have a baby, yes, it's painful. She said, but the moment that baby is born, you forget all that pain. And it made me think, I was just thinking about my mother telling me that. It made me think about narcissism and the abuse cycle. Narcissists love bomb us and they cater to us and they treat us like we are queens in the beginning. When you first meet them, you just feel like you've met your soulmate. And it's so amazing. I mean, I can't even put into words how good it feels in that love bombing phase. There is a certain euphoria that words escape me to be able to explain it and put it into words for someone who's never experienced it. And I think that was what my mother was explaining to me about childbirth. Now, like I said, I've been in on some childbirthing, and I looked at it and I said, good God Almighty, this is something. If you don't believe there is a God, after you watch a woman have a baby, you will believe. You will believe. And so thinking about that, it made me think about narcissistic abuse and the cycle and how we will be abused and abused and abused and abused and abused in the worst way. And it will happen to us multiple times, because even if you've only been with one narcissist, even within that one narcissistic relationship, they will abuse and abuse and abuse you. And then they will love bomb you and they will hoover you back in. Some of you guys have been away from your narcissist. I did. I stayed 9 months. Isn't it ironic? I stayed 9 months away from my narcissist, thriving in life. I had a great career. I had my own place. He had told me many times that I couldn't survive without him because he had a little money, okay? He had told me that I wouldn't survive without him, that I was just doomed without him. Well, I walked out one day and I left him. And I got an order of protection against him, and I felt safe. And I felt secure, and my life was getting better. I was healing. I was thriving. I was happy. And guess what, guys? I took him back. And it was just like my mother had said. Each time I came back to him was because I was remembering how wonderful it was. Like when a baby is born and it's just beautiful and you forget the pain. And I forgot the pain. I forgot all the abuse, the control, the manipulation, the triangulation, the side chicks, the women he cheated with. I forgot how he had separated me from my family and made me believe that my family and friends and people who loved me did not. I forgot the pain of that loss. I forgot everything that he had said to me that was ugly. All I remembered was the good. And some of you guys are falling for that trick as well. You get lonely when they're gone because the intensity of the love bombing and the attention, the constant attention that they give you when they withdraw it, it's like you're withdrawing from a drug. It is not only mentally and emotionally painful, this can be physically painful, guys. The pain is deep. Just like being pregnant becomes painful. Your back hurts, you ache, you quake, you crack. You can't do some of the things that you used to do. You don't have the energy that you used to have. You have all this weight on you. You have all this weight on you. And you cannot just get rid of it because you're holding a life. And some of you, like that child, that life that's in a woman, you're holding on to the idea of a life, a beautiful life with the narcissist. And the moment that that child is born, you forget the pain. So the moment the narcissist comes back and he hoovers you, he tells you this good story. Sometimes they're very manipulative. They'll even go as far as to telling you that somebody's sick with cancer and dying. Anything they can do to get your attention, anything they can do to get you to come out of the no contact with them, they will do it, guys. They don't care about you. They care about supply. And if you're supplying copious amounts of supply, they want it back. My narcissist lured me back in, guys. And sometimes the gifts that they give you will be extravagant. It will be more than they've ever presented to you, more than they've ever given you before. They may even give you more attention than they've ever given you before just to get you back. And I'm here to tell you, a lot of times they don't want you back because they miss you. They want you back so that they can punish you. That's right. They want you back so they can punish you for having left them, even though their behavior is the reason you left them. They want to punish you because guess what? It's your fault that they're behaving the way that they're behaving. If they cheated on you, it's your fault. Okay? It's all your fault. Everything becomes your fault and your problem. And so when you go back to them, it's even worse this time than it was the last time. And some of you guys are still looking at that beautiful baby, and you're in the idea that this life is going to happen with this narcissist, this beautiful life. And each time you go back, you get the pains of childbirth. You get the screaming, the fighting, the circular arguments. Nothing is ever resolved with them. You can't seem to get them to understand that they're hurting you because they don't care, guys. They have no desire to be a good husband or a good wife or a good friend or a good parent to you. It is all about them. And you have to understand this. Like my mother told me, you keep having those babies because you know that at the end you're going to have a beautiful life. But with the narcissist, there is no beautiful life to be had. It is an illusion, guys. It is not real. So please don't keep having these babies, whether figuratively or physically, because some of you guys are actually having children with men that you know are narcissists. Don't do it. Stop believing in that beautiful life. Because there's so much more pain, guys, that it's not worth it. And the beautiful life that you're looking forward to with the narcissist is an illusion. It is not real. It will not happen. There is no way to have a good life with someone who will not take responsibility for their actions. So when you start thinking about getting out of an abusive relationship and leaving, think about the pain of the childbirth. You have to block your mind from what you believe to be you are going to give birth to a beautiful life. You are not. You are not. It is only going to be constant, continual childbirthing pains. Don't forget the pains, guys. When they're hoovering you, when they're contacting you on your social media, when they're calling you, when they're using their flying monkeys and your family and friends to get to you, protect yourself by staying no contact. Even if that means you need to cut off other people you wouldn't otherwise cut off. Cut them out of your life for the peace. And that is all, guys. I hope that you guys will not forget the pain of the childbirth. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with your family and friends. That is all. Love you guys. Bye.